The Huey Cam. Featuring the best of Lamont and Tonelli on 107.7 The Bone.
Bobcat is in the studio.
Bob Scratch Goldfarb.
Bob Scratch Goldfarb kicking it hard here.
The Bobcat is in the studio.
Playing at Tommy T's, and you can get tickets going to Tommy T's website, Tommy T's in Pleasanton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, so you're from Winnipeg?
I am from Winnipeg. That's my hometown.
Now, I was there recently. It's not a slam on Winnipeg, this story.
I'm
No,
waiting
it
for
really
this.
isn't. It really isn't. But I went out and did the morning radio like I'm doing right now, and I went back to my hotel, and I'm having breakfast, and the woman, this nice young gal who drove me around to do the press in the morning, we're having breakfast, and this guy keeps staring at me, and she goes, "Do you ever get sick of that?" I go, "No, I knew the job was dangerous when I took it. People recognize you." And he gives me a little nod. I give him a nod, and then he drops a napkin on my table, and I thought it was going to be like to sign it.
Right.
It says Brent, room 204. So apparently in Winnipeg, I'm a piece of ass. I'm like an otter to this bear.
You're a hot guy there.
Yeah, well,
So when you got up to the room, what happened?
you know what? He is gentle and kind, and that's all I asked.
Well, he's Canadian. Of course
He's
he's going to be
Canadian.
gentle and kind.
I asked him to tuck it, so he was like, he's like,
You did say tuck it.
he did tuck it. Yeah, oh yeah, I did say tuck it. He said that. It puts on the lotion.
The word tuck is very dear to him as well.
Yeah, the word tuck, in Utah, they try not to. I know we got to wrap it up. I don't want to start anything.
What you're saying, if you're Canadian, you don't want the last name of Tucker.
Tucker is not good, no. But geez. Okay, so can I tell a real quick story?
Yeah, real
Can
quick.
I tell the story about my friend Tony and I coming out of Canada?
Sure.
And Tony was the American tourister gorilla. I don't want to name drop, but
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, he just blew his cover.
Well, he's not the gorilla anymore, but he was weighing about 300 pounds, and they had this gorilla suit that traveled with him. And he'd go to a mall, and and the gorilla suit was $20,000. It was made by Rick Baker, human hair, had all this like muscles and stuff. But the gorilla suit had his own dude, so the gorilla suit traveled around. And Tony would get there and put it on, and he was also a comedian, and he's opening for me, and we're trying to fly out of Canada. I'm trying to tell the story really fast. This is my favorite true story. So Tony is having a chafing problem, so he's been using baby powder. And this is a swear to God, this is a true story. So we're getting out of Canada, and the only part of the gorilla suit he has is this big black tights that he wears over his whole body.
Yeah.
And they're going through our luggage, and his baby powder in his crotch had made rocks. Like
He must have been sweating in that outfit.
yeah. So he had made ththese pasty baby powder rocks,
And it's stuck to
and
his...
the guy goes like this. He licks his tongue. I mean, his finger, and then he picks up one of the rocks.
He thought it was crack or something.
Yeah, well, it was crack. and then he tastes it. It was like my favorite part is like when he licks his finger and then he goes down. Like we could have stopped him, but instead we go. Woo! We both look at each other. And I'd like to think I'm pretty witty and pretty fast on my feet. I couldn't even breathe. All I kept going, his balls, his balls. It's a true story. That's my favorite road story. His balls. So, needless to say, we didn't make the plane.
Oh, that is funny.
Bobcat Goldthwait at Tommy T's.
Bob Scratch Goldfarb,
Yes.
Tommy T's. 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow.
Always a treat when you come in
Thanks,
here.
guys. It's always a pleasure. I always have a good time.
9:43.
Lamont and Tonelli. Weekday mornings 5 to 10 on 107.7 The Bone.